So I just saw Shazam, and it was actually amazing. This is easily my favorite DCEU film, and probably the best DCEU film. Now don't get me wrong, next time we'll take a look at Civil War, but for right now, let's just have some fun with Shazam! So, what are my thoughts on the movie, other than the fact that I think it's amazing? Well, let's start with the plot. The plot's about Billy Batson, who is an orphan who is trying to find his mother, but he keeps on running away from foster homes, and eventually he's put into one with this family, and he tries to run away from it, but he soon gets attached to them. But however, he soon gets the powers of Shazam! And basically, he decides to be like a reckless superhero in a way. So basically, to quote Uncle Ben, with great power comes great responsibility. And he tries to learn how to become a true hero, just even after something special, after something happens. All the while, there's a villain who was originally going to get the powers of Shazam, but was tempted by the dark side and was rejected for the power of Shazam, and is trying desperately to get it. So he's trying to steal the power from Billy so that way he can become unbeatable. So, by the plot, even though it sounds pretty formulaic, it is actually really good in my opinion. There's a lot of heart in this movie. Is this movie better than Captain Marvel? Yes, a million times yes. And before you spread angry hate comments in this video, I liked Captain Marvel, so yeah, I think it's my right to prefer a film over another film. I liked Captain Marvel, but I thought this was better in my opinion. So don't get angry, snobs. The actors are really good. The kids in this movie are really good. They actually act like kids, rather than just saying, "Hi, Daddy." Like, remember in Suicide Squad, where basically Deadshot's daughter was like this, "Daddy, I know you've done bad things, but I love you. I still love you." Here, the kids actually act like kids. They cuss a lot. It feels like the kids from It, the 2017 movie. You know, not the one with the Pennywise. No, the original one with Jim Carrey. The actors are really good in this movie. My favorite is probably definitely the actor for both Billy and Shazam. They are really good, and you actually feel like when Zachary Levitt, when he goes into Zachary Levitt as Shazam, he does such a good job imitating the kid who was Billy. It's really good in my opinion. Also, Freddy, who's basically this crippled kid, he is just a riot. Every time he's on screen, he has something really funny to say, and I really liked it. The villain is really good. He has understandable motivations, and he's trying to just seek power because of something that happened when he was younger. And I thought that was really good. The CGI is fantastic. You actually feel like it's real lightning. And, okay, this is a little spoiler, but there's these characters called the Seven Deadly Sins, who are basically the main villain in the movie. And they look something out of a horror movie. I was like, oh god, I don't want to see this anymore. But yeah, also, I have to give special credit to some of the comedy in this movie. I think it does such a good job of balancing it. Like, whenever there's a comedic moment, it never detracts from the story at hand. And it's sort of like the Guardians of the Galaxy films, but I prefer the Guardians of the Galaxy movies over this one. And probably, maybe when I rewatch it, I'll think it's better than the first one. Also, the action is really good. My only complaint is that, okay, this is a complaint a lot of people have with the last action scene. Not giving anything away, but it does drag on. Like, you know how in Avengers Infinity War, the climax felt, even though it was wrong, it was very long, you actually felt like it was, even though it was a long action scene, you actually felt like you were still having fun. Don't get me wrong, the action scene in Shazam was really fun, but there's a part in that really drags on, in my opinion. I don't really have much to say without just giving out spoilers, but I still really loved Shazam. Even though they do references to other characters in the DCEU films, it actually feels like its own self-contained story. It doesn't feel like it has to set up a character or story arc every 5 seconds. And you know what? It's kind of sad this is a better, like, okay, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a part in this movie that makes me go, hey, this is a much better Justice League movie than the actual Justice League movie. So, overall, what would I give Shazam in S rank? Yes, I know, I've been giving out S ranks a lot lately with Iron Man, Avengers, Iron Man 3, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Winter Soldier, but I don't care. This is a really well-made movie. I cannot wait. I think the DCU was getting better. So yeah, if any of you guys seen Shazam, comment down below what you thought of Shazam, and be sure to like this video and subscribe. So see you later, and bye.